pages. I wrote my name in like 3 of them. Congratulations. My handwriting is terrible. I know. It's like as bad as I speak. It's like horrendous. We're all trying to. It's okay. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said any of this. I'm sorry. Am I okay? Do I sound good? Is this how I sound? This sucks. I thought I sounded better than this. Everyone's like, you sound good, like you should be on the radio. It's like, no, I think I look like I should be on the radio is what you're saying? 'Cause like this does not sound good, and I'm like, I'm sorry I'm amplifying my voice at you right now. That is terrible. Why am I doing this? It'd be cool if I had something to say, I guess, right? Be nice to myself. Okay, thank you. No, okay. Oh no, I don't want you to cry. No, it's not like that. The world's wild right now. I technically identify as a straight white male, but that makes me feel bad for all the guys that I've made out with. Right? Yeah, it's weird. The world is divided. It's a weird time. It's a weird time, and I'm just trying to figure out who I am. I don't know who I am. I'm weird. It's wild. I've been eating a lot of mushrooms. You guys like drugs? You do drugs? Yeah. I'm like, I feel like I'm too old to be discovering myself. I'm like 35. I'm like, why am I doing this now? Yeah, exactly. I feel like I'm too young for a midlife crisis. This is getting too real right now, right? Like. And it's cool, like I like being in nature when I take mushrooms, right? And like I like walking around, but I don't like being too isolated. Like I walked to the top of a mountain, I was by myself, right? And I was like, are you sure these trees grew all the way? How do I know if you're a dwarf tree? I don't know. That's weird. It's like I don't know, like right? I was like on the top of a mountain. It felt like a movie set. It was awesome. Do drugs, right? But I'm like 35, you know, and it's like I like being in my 30s. Being in my 30s is great, you know. It's so much better than being in my 20s. Like you have stuff to look forward to, you know. Like I still do drugs, I just do them more responsibly, you know. I think planned it out. Like it was great. The first time I took mushrooms, I was in my 20s. I went for a walk. I ran into my fucking mom. I ran into, she was in a car and she pulled up next to me and I just like backed up. We never talked about it. We just don't talk anymore. Me and my mom, we don't have a relationship, and it's weird because like I tried, you know, and I just quit trying because it's like she's kind of a loser. Like I was just like, if she wasn't my mom, I wouldn't want to be her friend. Oh my God. You said be nice to myself, not my family. All right. I love her, right? I just don't care about her. I tried. I really did try. I don't know. Like the last time I was on mushrooms, I tried to call her. I was there. Like that's just the difference between 20s and 30s. When I was on mushrooms in my 20s, I was just like, I don't know. And then like, I was just like, I have a lot to talk about. And like, I don't want to blame you for anything, but let's talk about it, you know? Because like, growing up, I used to think my mom was the Easter Bunny because she would hide a lot of things from me. Like the truth. It's so weird. We have kids, right? And like kids are so innocent and pure, and it's terrible if you have flaws because they'll tell you like, why is your eyebrow higher than the other one? I don't know, so I have something to be self-conscious about my entire life. You know, but kids will tell you, right? And they're so honest and pure, and then you just like, you lie to them and you build them up and you be like, yeah, you know that stuff that you thought? It was a lie! Santa Claus isn't real, the Tooth Fairy isn't either, you know? And then you expect them to believe religion, right? Yeah. But Jesus is real. Santa Claus, no. Jesus, yes. How are you supposed, right? I know, right? How are you supposed to tell the fucking difference? I don't know. Right? They're all giving me gifts, man. I don't care. Just like celebrate. Religion's just so weird. Bridget talked on it a little bit, but religion is a really hard thing to talk about. Like, you can't just talk about it openly. It's because religion is kind of like an STD. Right. Right. Just hear me out, right? Like, there's a lot of types of them, and there's a lot of people that are walking around with them, and you can't always tell if someone has one just by looking at them.
That's definitely
right? Right, yeah. You can know someone for a long time, and then one day they just say something, and you're like, oh, you have that? That's cool, but please keep that to yourself. Yeah. Religion's weird, it's just like weird rules and stuff, Like, I know a guy whose religion says he can't eat pork, right? So he doesn't eat pork. He went his whole life without eating pork. He doesn't eat pork, and that's fine. I don't eat pork either. But one day he ate beans, and the beans were made of lard, and the lard's made from pork, so whoops! He's going to hell! For eating beans? Whoops! It's outrageous, I think, It's crazy, too, like, baptizing babies, because babies are, like, so young, and they're gonna fuck up a lot, But you're just like, you can go to heaven? I wonder if, like, priests that baptize babies have, like, a score of, like, babies that they baptize that don't get to go to heaven, Like, do they get to go up and be like, sorry, your record's pretty bad, your babies were murdering people. You baptized all the murderers. What is that bad? It was the region that I was in. I was in a bad region. I'm sorry. I don't know, yeah, I think about stuff like that. Like, there's a lot of different people in hell, There's a lot of stuff you can go to hell for, right? And someone's in hell for the least amount of things.
Oh, I never looked at it.
Yeah, right, yeah. Like, what's the least amount of things you can go to hell for? Like, I don't know. Like, the amount of bugs that you kill in your lifetime, right? There's a certain amount of bugs you kill, and you're like, whoops! 3,000 bugs, and that's it, You drive through the desert one time, right? Your fucking windshield's like, you're going to hell. I know, I just feel like, it's hard because I feel like my luck, right? Like, I'd be in the waiting room for heaven, right? And thered be one, like, well-behaved mosquito, just like, I'd be like, yeah! I was so close, what is this? Am I in hell? Yeah, you're in hell. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. What are you in for? I ate beans. That's crazy. That's my time. All right, thank you. I'm Nathan Russell. I hope you guys have a great night.